let's say you're gonna be camping for 3 or 4 days out, and you've been sleeping in your sleeping bag. You're gonna get some moisture buildup in that. If it's a nice sunny day, even if it's cold, get your sleeping bag out, unzip it, and lay it open with the inside out, and let it lay out in the sun. And that'll help dry some of that stuff up. And that'll keep some loft in there too. If you keep your sleeping bags packed all the time, then it condenses all the fibers in there. If you keep it loose, it'll fluff back up, and that's what traps the air to keep you warm. So fluff your sleeping bags up when you get them out of your stuff sack. And you know, when you set up camp, set your bed up right away. Get that thing to fluff up a lot, and that way you'll be a lot more comfortable when you slide in it at night. Keeping your boots dry. In the wintertime, you need to wear good boots. Sneakers aren't going to get it, okay? The reason I'm wearing these is tonight, I smashed my foot at work yesterday, and I couldn't get my boot on. It's swollen a little bit, so, but normally I'd have my hiking boots on right now. But good hiking boots or a winter-style boot is the best thing to use in the wintertime. I've got these. I don't wear them very often, but around camp, these are pretty comfortable because they got a liner on the inside of them. And at night, you can pull this liner out and wear them in bed, and it'll keep your feet warm. Or if they get wet, or your feet get wet, you can pull these out and dry them, and then stick them back in your boot, and you're in good shape there. If your boots do happen to get wet, a way to dry them out when you're out in a camp situation, just run you a stick down in the ground, stick your boot in there close to the fire. Now, not real close, like a water jug, you don't want to melt anything, but just get it close enough that radiant heat will get in there and dry your boot out a little bit, okay? So just turn it upside down like that on a stick, and even if it just warms it up, it's a lot better than putting a cold frozen boot on, okay? They're hard to get on anyway.
And put it someplace where it doesn't get snowy.
Exactly. Yeah, when you take your boots off in the wintertime, if you don't have a vestibule on your tent, put them in a plastic bag. Now, don't close them up. Just shove them in a plastic bag to keep the snow and the mud and stuff out of your tent, and instead of leaving them set outside all the time. Because you leave them set outside, it may snow and blow or rain or whatever and fill your boots up, and then you're really in bad shape in the morning when you do that. How do you build a fire on snow?
Very
You put
carefully.
sticks down, then you build a fire on top of the sticks.
Thank you. Most people say, well, you get a shovel and you shovel it all down. Well, you got ice down there. Now what are you going to do? That's what you do. You find sticks and make a platform.
You're sitting on 6 foot of snow.
Yeah. Then you go ahead and build your fire on top of that. Now, is it going to melt down a little bit? Yes, it will. Keep that fire going, and it'll burn down over a weekend where you get a nice dry spot there, and you know, when you get done anyway. But yeah, that's a good idea, because a lot of people think that, you know, they've got to get all the snow away and all that, but no, you don't have to do that, especially if it's good heavy snow. Just lay a series of sticks down, make a platform, and then build a fire on top of that. Buddy up with everything. What's a buddy in trail?
3 people.
You and 2, exactly. That's what I tell my boys, you and 2. That way you can keep a check on each other. If somebody is in trouble, you've got somebody that can go while somebody's staying with, okay? And make sure your adults are in good shape too. What's the best rule in cold weather?
Stay dry.
Stay dry. If you stay dry, you've got a much better chance of staying warm. If you guys remember just that, then I'm going to keep you comfortable this winter, okay? All right. Anybody like to add anything or any other questions?